Hello everyone, my name is Karim Chitakwe Quinty. I'm a student of Grand Canyon University for the course CYB 515. So today I'll be doing a presentation on data storage. So I'll cover key points like the differences and the similarities between the file system structure of Windows operating system and a Linux operating system. Then I'll also be explaining why I prefer one system over the other from a business perspective. Then also kind of like compare two storage solutions in an enterprise network. And finally, I'll kind of like from a Christian perspective, identify ethical consideration of utilizing storage devices in an IT system and the role ethics plays in my decision making process. So similarities between the file system structure of Windows and the Linux operating system. They both support a variety of file systems, including FAT and TFS, and they both contains permission systems that control access to files and directories. They also kind of like support various file types, including text file, executable files, directories, and finally, both Windows and Linux operating system, they kind of like organize files in a hierarchical structure with directories containing files and subdirectories. So differences between the file system structure of Windows and the Linux operating system. So Windows uses drive letters to represent different storage devices, while Linux typically mounts all storage devices under a single directory tree. So Windows file systems are case insensitive, whereas Linux file systems are case sensitive. So Linux systems typically have a variety of command line tools for managing the file system, whereas Windows provides a graphical interface that kind of for most file system operations. So finally, Windows uses backslashes as path separators, while Linux uses forward slashes. So some of the reasons I would choose one system over the other from a business perspective. So looking at Windows file system structure, they kind of like offer a more user-friendly graphical interface compared to the Linux file system structure. And Windows file system structure also come with extensive support resources and documentation, which kind of like help businesses to find help and troubleshoot issues easily. They also kind of like offer Active Directory, which kind of like simplifies user and resource management within the organization. So looking at one of the reasons why I kind of like choose Linux file system structure over the Windows file system structure. So Linux file system structure, they can like offer open source and free to use, which kind of like cost effective, which kind of like a great option for organizations looking to minimize software licensing expensive. Then they also kind of like offer better resource utilizations compared to Windows file system structure. And then finally, in terms of security, they kind of like bring stronger built-in security features, thus making it a better option for businesses with high security requirements. So comparison between two storage solutions in an enterprise network. So in terms of functionality, our network attached storage, which is NAS, they kind of like allow multiple users and client devices to access shared files and folders. Then for storage area network, SAN, they provide high speed access to consolidated block level data storage. So in terms of protocols, so the NAS kind of like support file level protocols such as NFS and SMB. Whereas for storage area network, they kind of like use block level protocols like fiber channel and ISCIS. So in terms of cost, the network attached storage NAS, they kind of like they generally cost effective compared to the SAN, which is kind of like more expensive than the NAS. So going to ethical consideration of using storage devices in an IT system. So the first point here is on stewardship. So making decisions about storage devices in an IT system, one must consider how to use resources efficiently and responsibly, avoiding waste or extravagance. So the next point here is on fairness. So ethical considerations also kind of like include fairness in how resources are allocated, and it's kind of like very important to ensure that organizations budgetary constraints do not kind of like lead to unfair treatment of employees or neglect of essential needs. So the final point here is on integrity, which kind of like Christians are kind of like called to uphold principles of honesty, transparency, and integrity in all their dealings. This extends to decision-making processes within an organization, including procurement and resource allocation. So the role of ethics in the decision-making process. So the first point is prayerful discernment. So seeking wisdom and guidance through prayer and reflection on biblical principles to discern the most ethical course of action. They will have a consultation and collaboration. So engaging with stakeholders, including IT professionals, to assess the ethical implications of various storage options and identify solutions that align with ethical values. So also have ethical analysis, which kind of like conducting a thorough ethical analysis to weigh the potential benefits and risks of different storage solutions in light of stewardship, fairness, and integrity considerations. So finally, we have accountability, which kind of establishing mechanisms for accountability and oversight to ensure that decisions regarding storage devices are made ethically and transparently with opportunities for feedback and accountability. So finally, we have our references, which basically just gives us where all the information I'll be talking about are kind of like got this information from, or ideas from. So that's the end of my presentation. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you and have a great one.